7 long months, but the NFL is back. We'll see the ageless Tom Brady leading the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers and the return of Dak Prescott with his Cowboys. Next on Thursday night.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboys season.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Brady's throw there complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He will push his way down to about the 14. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well timed there by Richard Sherman, a sack on the corner blitz.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
9 yards that time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one,
Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll throw with Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run with Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Fournette.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Fournette again.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The give is to Elliott. And he's got room. Zeke with a shake and bake. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Zerline's kick is up and through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On 1st down, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pickup there. On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Now a play fake. Brady.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
Succop's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a good return up past the 30. We got this. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
4 yards remain for second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Brady now on first down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On play action, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They give to Elliott. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Bucs ready to take over once again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Brady to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A handoff to Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Brady, right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Jones looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brent Urban there to get him down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
They'll go again to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Back now in Tampa. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
On play action, now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Prescott from the gun. It's caught. Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ndamukong Suh gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And Ndamukong Suh continues to be one of the pillars of a stout Buccaneers defense. They helped the team win the Super Bowl last year. 6 sacks in 2020. And if you don't send extra blockers his way, that number will go up.
Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now they'll throw with Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On first down, Jones.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, 57 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Yeah, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here, as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He's got Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
And that's Elliott, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 44, Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's tackled inbounds at midfield.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Prescott.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott yet again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. One last shot now for Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Tampa Bay, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas,